Mrs. Fortuneberry here, back in her art studio, creating some fun stuff for you guys. Okay, so I know I say this every time. I had so much fun creating this project because I do every single time. I get a little extra excited when I get to do one of these lessons. Okay, so this is a School with Flowers lesson. And it is honoring and teaching you about the Day of the Dead, or in Spanish you would say Dia de los Muertos. Okay, so I have some little examples here to show you. This is one of my skulls that is decorated for the Day of the Dead. I love the art that comes from this Mexican holiday. So just a really quick recap of what the Day of the Dead is it is a Mexican holiday, a national Mexican holiday, and it's where they celebrate the lives of the loved ones that they've lost. So instead of just being sad and just crying, they actually have a party and they have lots of food and they have lots of beautiful, colorful decorations and art and flowers. So many flowers. I love flowers. All the way in Mexico, if you don't know where Mexico is, you should, because it is just south of us, just south of the United States of America, just south of Texas. Okay, so I have some fun little Day of the Dead decorations. I love my little magnet here. I keep it on my board year round. If you know me, I love the art that comes from this holiday. So I always have to get me a new Day of the Dead decoration from H-E-B every year. Okay, and then this guy is super fun. He's a little donkey. Yay! Okay, so enough of that. What are you guys going to do today? You are going to make your own Dia de los Muertos skull with flowers, okay? So that's just one example. This one I have not finished yet, but I will soon. I made the skull, I still need to cut them out. So I hope you guys have fun with this lesson. I am super excited to do this lesson for you guys. I love the flowers, I love the bright colors, and I love the meaning behind this holiday. So let's get started. For this project, you're going to need one piece of white paper, a piece of black paper, multiple colors of paper, pencil, eraser, scissors, glue, a black Sharpie, and then you choose how you want to color it. You can use markers, crayons, or color pencils. The very first thing that you are going to do is fold your paper in half. I have a 9x11 paper. I'm lining up the corners, crease it really well, and then you will fold it in half again so that when you open it, you have 4 squares. You're going to use the lines that the creases made as a guide for you to draw your skull. Here I am just sketching really lightly along the creases so that you can see where my creases are in the video a little better. I don't want you to do this to your paper though. For this project, I want you to make a symmetrical skull. That means the same on each side. So these creases are going to help us do that. And it's going to help us mark where to draw our skull. So I'm making one little dot at the top of my paper and one little dot at the bottom of my paper. I want you to do this along the crease. And then right below the center crease, I want you to make a little dot on each side, about the same width apart. Okay, and I'm going to connect the middle dot to my top dot with a curved line, and I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So these help make your skull a little bit more symmetrical. Now they're not going to be perfect because we're humans and not printers, right? So just sketch really, really lightly until you get it right. That way you can erase those lines you don't want. So here I am just kind of perfecting my line and getting rid of those lines that I don't want to. So always sketch light till you get it right. Now I'm going to draw the cheekbones. So I want you to go with the middle dots and just draw a little line going in, just a little diagonal line, really lightly so that you can erase. You want them the same angle on each side. And then draw the chin. So you're going to go down to the bottom dot and you're drawing a curved line all the way up to that center line that you drew for the cheekbones. So you want the bottom half of your skull to be thinner than the top half. And to do the eyes, I am going to do them right above the crease. And you want a pretty big forehead, so don't do them too high on the head. And I'm going to take a lid and I will trace them so I have a nice circle size. If you don't want a perfect circle, you could freehand it, but I'm using a lid so that I can get a nice circle and they'll be exactly the same on each side. Now that we have our circles for our eyes, we get to add the nose. So the nose is going to start at the very center of your paper. So where those lines meet in the middle, and it's an upside down heart. And then the mouth will be halfway between the nose and the chin. Draw just one slightly curved line for the center of the mouth and sketch your teeth. So now I am just sketching my teeth. Must give him teeth and try to make them the same on each side, top and bottom. Now that my teeth are done, I am going to draw one diagonal line from my cheekbones to my upper teeth, creating my upper jaw. And here's the fun part. The design, notice the symmetry. It's the same on both sides. So I'm showing you some examples of some great Dia de los Muertos designs, some Day of the Dead designs, flower eyes, swirls. So I am going to create my eyes, and every design I do on one side, I will do on the other side of my skull. You decide what style, what design to make. You can add shapes, swirls, hearts, you can add diamonds, different types of flowers. Very, very important. This assignment is about symmetry though. So show me symmetry on your skull and try not to draw too tiny, because everything you draw with pencil, you are going to outline with Sharpie and color in. Don't forget when you're done outlining to take that eraser and erase all the extra pencil line to clean up your paper and make it look nice and neat. So for this skull, I use colored pencil. For my example right now, I am going to use my watercolor markers. So you choose what you want to use. You can even use paint or crayons if you'd like. When you color, make sure you color symmetrically. If you color yellow inside one flower on one side, you need to color yellow in the other side. So color nice and neatly, stay in the lines, and color the designs and the skull, and leave the skull white. Now that I'm done coloring, I am cutting out my skull and carefully trying to cut right next to the outline. When you glue it down, you want to make sure that you put the glue just a little bit close, just a little close to the edge, not all the way on the edge, because you don't want it to squish out when you press it down on the paper. Make sure that you glue it in the very center of your paper and press down. You're going to need several colors of construction paper, your choice, whatever colors you want to use, to make your flowers. So make all kinds of flowers. They can be different types of flowers, different sizes of flowers. Layer different colors together. You can layer just the center of it, or you can make a small flower and make a bigger flower and layer them together. So you want to fill up the edge of your picture with flowers, and they can overlap the skull just a little bit, but you don't want to cover it up completely. So keep adding flowers all the way around. The Day of the Dead celebration and art and decorations typically have lots of colors and lots of flowers. Once you have all your flowers done, you are done with your Day of the Dead skull. So I hope you have fun making this project, guys. Make sure to go to the Google form link that I give you at the end of your slideshow lesson. and upload it there and give me all your information that I need. Don't forget first and last name on it. Only submit once, please. Do not email it to me unless the Google form doesn't work for you, and then you can email it to me. But please submit through the Google form. I can't wait to see your Day of the Dead skulls. Bye, guys.